Welcome to episode 18 of Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. I'm Valerie Dailey, your host for this podcast. In episode 18, we visit with Emily Andrews, Vice President of FAFO, Fine Arts for Ocala. I want to thank you for coming to our episode on Discover Ocala, and today we're going to be talking about FAFO, and people are going to say, FAFO, what is FAFO? And that's Fine Arts for Ocala, and it's exciting. It's an event that happens every year, and it's been happening every year for how long?
For 57 years, since 1966.
Okay, and has it, where did it start out?
It started with, in 1966, a group of local art lovers got together and they started their first art show in a home, actually.
In a home?
By 1972, they were meeting regularly downtown for art shows. And ever since then, it's been a big effort with the city that we've coordinated with to make it happen downtown. I think for a stint, it was over at McPherson.
It was.
Yes. But I've only ever been to the shows downtown. So that has been happening since 1966. I also love to talk about our second signature event for the organization, which is Symphony Under the Stars.
Yes.
That happens every Mother's Day. That's been happening since 1988.
Okay.
But the show has been going strong for 57 years.
That's absolutely amazing. So I remember going to McPherson. My daughter was in Madison Street, and she participated with an art project that all the kids get to do that. Are they still doing that?
FAFO really is, and I should say the Arts Festival. That's been something we've been trying to target. Is FAFO's the organization, and the Arts Festival is our event. And so it is one of the maybe only opportunities for a county-wide student art exhibit, live student performances and art exhibits. So that happens around the Citizen Circle area behind City Hall.
That's right.
And that is still, we have over 1,000 pieces displayed, and we have student performances that go from 10 to 5, both Saturday and Sunday.
And they're dancing, and I believe twirling.
Yes, twirling, yes, dancing, bands. We have local bands, public, private, and as well as homeschool groups will also come. Yeah.
So how many artists participate?
We usually have 140 artists that come around that number from all over the country, and we have every mixed media displayed at the show. So we have painting, woodwork, jewelry, textiles, anything and everything you can find. It's all about the fine arts, right? So our artists are obviously the highlight of the show, but we love our student art, and as well as the live performances that go on around the downtown square at the gazebo. We have bands and performers come there as well. I'd like to give a shout out to our featured artist this year. His name is Jordan Shappett, and he is an amazing local artist, and we're so happy to have him highlighted this year. We'd love for everybody to stop by his booth to see his work.
Great. How does one get their art into the arts?
Great question. We put a call out to artists every year. Usually in early 2025 is when we'll send out our next open call for artists to apply. And the deadline is always July 15th. I think you can also find more information at fafo.org in case I misquote anything. But they can apply to be in the show, and we have a jury select artists to participate. And it's as simple as sending in an application with your a gallery or portfolio of your work, and we'll evaluate it and invite you to the show.
I know we used to always go and look for a particular artist when we would go and visit the artwork. Yep. It's 2 days this year?
2 days, yes. October 26th and 27th from 10 to 5. It's a Saturday and Sunday.
Of course, it's free and open to the public.
Free and open to the public. We love that it's free. We like to say that it gives people who may not normally go to a museum an opportunity to come and see and experience fine art in the area. So that's always a huge point we like to promote.
I also know sometimes you will walk around and you'll see ribbons.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
Yes, we have usually a team of jurors who go throughout the show on Saturday, and they score every artist in each of their categories, each of their mediums. And Saturday night we have the artist awards dinner. We have over usually $25,000 to $30,000 in awards for artists, which is another huge draw for artists to come and be a part of the show. Because if they win something, they're automatically guaranteed to earn some money for coming. So they'll earn those awards on Saturday night, and then those ribbons will be displayed on Sunday throughout the show. So you can see who won best in show, and then best in each of their mediums.
Okay. And every piece of art that's out on display, is it for sale?
Yes, all of our artists down the streets, and yes, all of the professional artists are for sale. Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what your favorite part of the show is?
I love our emerging artist program. Every year we have 5 artists that have never been in a show before come. And our sponsor this year for our emerging artist is Advent Health, and they provide money for us to be able to supply new artists. The requirement is that they've never been in a show before. So they may not have the materials to set up a display booth with whatever they need, to tables, shelves to hang their art or display it. So we give them an allowance to be able to do that. And they're featured on the map in a special section. It's always on the south side of Brick City, the MCA, the Brick.
Yes.
And Mark's Prime. So in that row, you'll see the flags. Yes, for the emerging artists. So their first time, they're new to the show scene, and it's just a great way to highlight up and coming artists.
And there's 5 of them?
Yes. 5.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And are they from this area, or where did they come from?
You know what? I think they are. A lot of them are local, but it's not necessarily restricted to Ocala, Marion County. They can apply from around the country as well.
Do you know about how many people come through the show?
We estimated last year about 40,000 people came to downtown, which is huge. It's one of our biggest communities events. So it's wonderful. It's pretty incredible. We shut down the streets of downtown for that whole weekend. We actually start the Friday before. I will be up at 4 a.m. the Thursday before, marking booths so that we can close the streets and then set up all of the tents for the artists. And the whole entire downtown, all of the businesses around downtown get to participate. We just got our president, Billy Mallory. She helped push the open container, our permit through, so that the local businesses, the bars and the breweries downtown they can provide and sell to patrons of the show as well, which helps incorporate those businesses that get a lot of foot traffic during that weekend.
They do. There is a lot of foot traffic. What happens if it rains?
Great question. Rain or shine, we will be there. Yes, it will not stop the festival. We've had great weather for the past several years, so we will still be there, and we hope you will still come if it's raining.
That's good. Yeah. We certainly enjoy it. What roads are closed?
Well, let's see. I may be better with landmarks.
Okay, that's good.
But from the parking garage, Bank Street, that is really where the show starts. Most people will enter that way. Adjacent to that, that's where our information booth is, where you can find all of the FAFO board members with the map to the festival. You can find that there in front of Bank Street. Catty corner to that is Citizen Circle. So that's where all of the student art is. There's a lane of food vendors. I also like to promote our food vendors for the show. And so you can go check out student art over there. We also have community booths in that section. And then when you turn down the street from Bank Street, go down to Big Hammock Brewery. That's our first line of artists. And then from there, you can enter a loop. We've designed it to where you can take a loop around the square. So you'll turn right, go down to Cantina, Harry's Seafood Bar and Grill, and down in front of the hotel, the Hilton. And then you'll just come back up around the square, and it goes all the way down to the corner, goes around the theater, and down to La Cuisine.
Okay.
Yep.
That's
and then
great.
back again. Yeah.
That's great. You mentioned that you have an information booth, and you mentioned FAFO board members. Tell us a little bit about the FAFO board and its members, and how people might want to get involved with that.
Absolutely. We have an amazing board. It is all volunteer. We have one administrative coordinator, Ashley Morgan, who's amazing. But other than that, we are it's completely volunteer based. So people all over our community commit their time, their energy, their resources to helping put on our 2 signature events. So we have around 20 people on the board right now, I think 21, and we are looking for new board members. So if you are interested, we would love to speak with you and to learn more about you and how you'd like to get involved with the arts. You can certainly come to the info booth at the festival and ask for Billy or Ashley or me, Emily, and we'd love to get you plugged in. But our board members are amazing. They commit a lot of time every year.
And do you meet on a regular basis?
We do.
Okay.
Yes, we meet once a month, except for July and December. So every second Wednesday of the month, we meet downtown, and we're either full steam ahead on Symphony or full steam ahead on the Arts Festival.
So those are the 2 primary events that you focus on.
Yes, we do. As well as the events, we also will, we have a community grant fund where we'll award scholarships to different anybody can apply for one of our grants. So that's another way that we get involved with arts education and promotion in the community.
How do they reach out to the kids and art programs in school?
A lot of our board members are actually teachers, which is great. They get with the art teachers in all of the public schools and private schools, and we have liaisons for getting students involved.
What haven't I asked you that you thought I would ask you?
We've covered it a lot. I just would really love to see anybody and everybody to come out to the festival this year. We know it's going to be another amazing event. And the more people who come, I also would love for people to buy art. That keeps the artists coming back and to really promote the arts in our area. So yeah.
Well, we love it. We try to go every year. I actually have a good friend of mine that used to live here, but when she graduated from UF, she moved to Montana, and she tries to make it down here every year just for this art show.
Oh my goodness.
That's why we love where we live.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you
today.
for having me.
Thanks to Emily for joining us today. And we look forward to being with you once again next month, right here on Discover Ocala, presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida.
Discover Ocala is presented by Showcase Properties of Central Florida. As an independent brokerage firm for over 2 decades, Showcase Properties has helped customers throughout Central Florida achieve their real estate goals. Showcase Realtors offer expertise in a variety of property types and price points, and their services go beyond just buying and selling. Visit showcaseocala.com to connect with a dedicated local realtor and start your unique real estate journey today. We also want to thank you, the listener, for taking time to discover Ocala with us. We hope you enjoyed this month's episode, and if you did, please consider leaving us a review or rating wherever you're listening, or even telling a friend about us. If you have any questions on other organizations, individuals, or events you'd like to see covered in future episodes, you can get in touch with us directly at discoverocala@showcaseocala.com. See you next month.